So Dave Chappelle is under crazy scrutiny after releasing his Netflix special, and so Dave Chappelle is not afraid of possible cancellation. He is going to go right there on that line. He's even gonna cross the line and dare you to put your ideologies up against his. So Dave had a bit talking about being a feminist and wanting to take the side of women when it comes to issues with transgenders, you know? And one line that stood out from that bit is "gender is a fact." Quote Dave Chappelle. The transgender community is not feeling that shit, and they coming at his neck. So Dave Chappelle versus the people that didn't like his jokes in this person right here. You see this they said this is definitely the people right here who started dragging Dave Chappelle these lines. They were not feeling nothing homie was saying, I guess. Dave does not discriminate. Everybody can get it. He even had a bit speaking about the baby, and Michael Blackson was like, "Dave, you just snitched on the baby, man. LGBT did not know he murdered somebody, even though it was in self-defense. But the LGBT did not know he murdered anyone." But Dave was making a point saying that, listen, the baby could even do something as far as taking someone's life, even if it's self-defense. But you know, he was playing on words, but that didn't upset anyone, you know, even violence and harm. He was trying to make everything the fact that black people could talk about killing people each other and shit like that. But no one really cares until the LGBT community's feelings is hurt. That's when things actually happen, or people wanted to be up in arms about things. They don't care about genocide when it comes to the black race. They don't give a fuck about that, but they care about the feelings of them being hurt over something that can be taken as a misunderstanding. But I can't lie, I understand that, you know, transphobia does exist for some people, and that could lead to death, a lot of deaths, but that leads to this right here. So the National Black Justice Coalition condemned Dave Chappelle after he made transphobic jokes in a Netflix special and voiced support for J.K. Rowling and the TERF movement. At least 38 U.S. trans or gender non-conforming people have been killed in 2021, mostly being black. So yeah, you know, 2021 is almost over, and 38 people from that being murdered is huge. But I wish I had time to put up the numbers for the amount of people being killed by gun violence in the hood every single day that they are influenced by rap music and shit like that. And we don't see the same amount of outcry for that by the National Black Justice Coalition. We don't see the same amount of outcry as far as that. No, we cannot change the music. No, we cannot change the TV shows, programming, the things that these kids want to see. We cannot change that. But when it comes to actually being out here trying to figure out what's causing the murders and stuff that's in these neighborhoods, we don't see that. We don't see that, you know? And it's not a situation when it comes to not understanding why. There's no possible reason to understand why these kids are killing each other. It's not something that can't be addressed. They're just choosing not to address it. We live in a society that's built off capitalism. In these black neighborhoods, these hoods, there's very little opportunities. So now people are fighting amongst each other to be able to capitalize on these opportunities. So now you become enemies with people that are close around you. They become your enemies. Now you're beefing because there's little resources, and I'd rather me than him. Until there are more resources in these neighborhoods, there will be more killings. But if we are focused more so on LGBT issues and stuff like that, rather than these issues right here, we're gonna keep having. You should be more offended about the crazy amount of black kids being murdered by gun violence than you guys are right now. But you know, people are going to fight for their own selfish agenda, you know? And black people are always used to be thrown on the front line for these causes. The same thing happened with the feminist agenda. That was an agenda that was mostly pushed by white women. But at some point, black women joined along. And now black women are even louder than white women when it comes to the feminist movement, in my opinion. You guys let me know what your opinion is. The LGBT movement. Black LGBT people are being weaponized to go against black creators more than anything. You don't see that many white creators or white entertainers being chastised for homophobic or transphobic things that they may have said. You don't see as many. But when it's vice versa, the black people are used to go and tame the other niggers. And it is what it is. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's your boy Stacy, and I'm not fucking with you. Why? Because you fucking with me. Hey, I'm out.